So this is the SPSS interface for the old version at least. So to find the non-parametric test, you simply go to Analyze. So this is your descriptive statistics. So you have your frequencies, descriptives. Then Explore is where the normality tests are found, but you need data for that one. And cross tabulation. And here the QQ plot to determine if it's normally distributed or not. Then for the compare means, this is for the different types of tests. For parametric tests, we have the means, one sample t-test, the independent sample t-test, the paired sample t-test, and your one-way ANOVA. Then for univariate data, so general linear model. For correlation, we have here bivariate. And for regression, so we have here the linear regression. Okay, then for correlation, the bivariate is where you can find the Spearman raw and the persons R. Then for scale, if you're going to do pilot testing, then this is the reliability analysis test. And of course, for the non-parametric test, you have here a different tab for non-parametric test. We have your one sample, independent, and related. And we have the legacy dialog. This is less stricter in the data types. So we have the different tests here also. So we have chi-square, binomial, the runs test. One sample KS, groups, two independent samples, K independent samples, two related samples, and K related samples, which are the substitute for your parametric test if it is not applicable. So there we discuss where to find your different types of tests in your SPSS. So this is the recent version of SPSS for the university. So we have here your variable view. So this is where you input your variables. And then data view, this is where you will input your data that you gathered. So we're interested in that because we're here to look for or where to find your different types of tests. So the first is the descriptive statistics. So if you're going to frequencies, then the descriptives, and then cross tabulation. So here, they also have their QQ plots here if you're going to test for the normality using the QQ plot. And then explore is where the normality tests are found. So you have to have data for that. Okay. So at least you know where to find them, and we've discussed that. And the next is the compare means. So this is for parametric test. So we have one sample t-test, independent sample t-test, paired sample t-test, and of course your one-way ANOVA. Okay. Then for correlation, we have your bivariate here under your correlate. So also need to have data for that. So that's where the Spearman raw and the person are found. Then for regression, if you're going to do like linear regression, so this is under regression. And then reliability analysis. This one, if you're going to pilot your surveys, this is where you will run reliability analysis. And then for non-parametric tests, you have your virtual samples, independent samples, and related samples as well in comparison to your compare means or for your parametric tests. And then we have your legacy dialogues. If you're unsure of your data types, then use legacy dialogues to run your research. Okay? Thank you very much. So this is where you can find your parametric and non-parametric tests. All of them are under Analyze in the SPSS, whether in the old version or in the new version.